Hi, so I'm gonna show how to do a cheap chainstay wrap to protect the chainstay from the chain slapping down when you jump curbs or go downstairs or something like that. And the way I like to do it is to just take an old Innertube and wrap it, and I see quite a lot of people do that, so I just want to show you how I do it, which I think looks pretty good, and it has become like a thing that I need to do on all of my bikes to make it feel right. So first of all, just got a inner tube that is full of holes, so I can scrap it basically. And what I want to do is to cut a pretty thin strip of rubber, about 1 finger wide or 1 centimeter wide, whatever unit you want to put it in. And I'm going to cut up the whole inner tube to give me enough material to wrap it. So take your scissors. Sometimes they're like a line on the tube that you can try to follow, and it is a bit tricky to get it straight. So the only advice I can give is, do it slowly. Don't rush it. Like many things in life. So now I try to follow this line. And yeah, I had quite a lot of good feedback on the bike. People seem to appreciate taking something that is really not very special and trying to make it cool with very little budget. And it's quite fun. There's a lot of stuff on this bike that I probably wouldn't put on my normal builds just because parts are too cheap or too, like the pedals. I don't think I would ever have used those pedals, well go, but on this build they kind of fit. Also this saddle, I would never have used such a saddle on one of my normal builds, but here I can find a home. There's not so much left to do on the bike. I'm gonna do this chainstay wrap now, which should fit the style. Then I have to mount the front brake, do the cable to the rear derailleur, put on the grips, and maybe I put on a rear rack. I haven't even calculated the cost of the stuff now because my assumption was this will be really below the 150 easily. But I will make a calculation at the end. And some people might say, hey, you could never get a Dore crank in my country for like, 20 bucks. I guess living here in Munich, close to the Alps, there's a lot of mountain bikes that you can pick up from €0 to €20 to €50. So that's the first cut. Okay, so that's the first cut. We now have a flat piece of the whole inner tube, and this could actually make us probably 5 or 6 wraps. So I'm just gonna cut a pretty thin strip out of this. I guess that's like a centimeter or so. And that's important because when it's pretty thin, it looks very thin and nice when you wrap it too. Some people I've seen, they basically wrap the whole thing and then it really looks kind of trashy. But with a thin wrap, I think it looks nice. So then I'm just gonna go slowly here also and try to get an equal width of the whole thing. This is actually more difficult than the first cut. So quite a lot of builds getting done. See them on Instagram. A few are publishing videos on YouTube like myself. But I am not quite up to date what everyone is doing. I saw the one from Max, his kind of monster cross, which looked good. I think early on I saw what Craig was doing. But a lot of the other ones getting a few work in progress shots here and there. There's not so much time left, 23rd. So time to get the builds done. Take some nice photos. And then submit them to Max. And there will be this kind of voting system again. Which is okay, that is also a bit fun to do. But it was not my favorite part of last year's event. We will see how it turns out this year. I would say that's not the important part of the competition or challenge. It's more about community coming together, and February is like the perfect month to do this because, well, in most countries the weather is kind of crappy. You spend a lot of time inside. Then you can have some fun with this instead. Let's see if we get our strip down without messing it up. Come so far already. You might be tempted to speed it up, but don't do it. Go slow. There it is. One strip of Innertube. Looks to be about the same width. Well, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So that's just getting the materials done. Now I wonder if I got all the stuff I need here, because I need to be able to attach it in the end. And I do that with a cable binder. Which I put where? Okay, so I have a normal cable binder to attach the wrap in the end here. I like to start roughly where the tire is, go all the way to this attachment for the housing, and I always start on the inside, which is a bit difficult since the tire is there, but I think it will work. Then get a nice start like that. I don't pull it too hard. If you really make it tight, it's probably gonna crack after some time. But if you keep just a little bit of tension on it, it usually stays for years without having any problems. And what I do is that I do an overlap about half the width of the strap, and that usually looks quite nice. So try to do an equal amount of overlap of the whole wrap. And you can kind of see where the previous run is ending, so I try to put the next one in that exact gap so we get an equal thickness of the wrap. And sometimes my cut and the width is not perfect, so I just try to get it exactly on that line. Now we're coming to the end. So I'm gonna try to cut this one now. Sorry. Cut it so I get the remaining piece on the back side. Should be about here somewhere. And what I also do is that I cut off a triangle to make it more even, just like you do a handlebar wrap. Then this one is coming on the back side. Then I just have to attach it with the cable binder. To make it a nice position. Also try to put the cable binder on the back side so you don't see it. It looks okay. Then you can snip it off. And there is the wrap. Which looks pretty cool, I think. So that's just a little how-to of how I like to do. Very simple thing. Hope you enjoyed it. Try it yourself if you haven't. It works. Let's go. gonna protect your chainstay and look a little bit custom. So have a good day, see you next time, bye bye.